When I played Mario, I thought the first level was the whole game. That, oh, that was, well, did that, fantastic. So did, oh my God, this is amazing! Howdy everybody, I'm David Geisler. This is the Technophiles Newscast, and this Friday we have a cool, weird little video game story to talk about. Now maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't. It's been buzzing around on social media, but a group at the Georgia Institute of Technology has created an artificial intelligence that builds Super Mario Brothers levels. This glorious day has happened. This software doesn't just randomly generate Mario levels, it actually has some intelligence behind it. So this is actually pretty fun. What happens here is the software watches YouTube videos and Twitch videos, essentially Let's Plays of people playing Super Mario Brothers, the first one for Nintendo Entertainment System, came out in 1985. And I should point out here real quick that of course the first Super Mario Brothers game, it's very obvious that it's just a streaming data set. It's just a data array of different sprites which create the world. These tile sets or these sprites are very easy to recognize. The computer watches the video, scans every frame, and finds all the different tile types. You know, a blue square, which is sky, a brown square, which is the ground, maybe a gray square for a castle. Obviously, a tree top, a tree bottom, and a trunk or something like that. It finds all the different tile sets, Goombas, Mario himself, all of that. It creates a library of those sprites. And that in itself is kind of cool, that they've created this technology that almost QR codes Mario Brothers levels. That's already kind of cool. At least it's one way of kind of thinking about it, but what's even more interesting is that they've created an algorithm that works out the logic of these tiles. A ground tile often has ground tiles next to it and maybe a sky tile above it. Goombas are never just in the sky, they're usually on the ground. So there's all these different kind of probabilities and percentages of the tile set's appearances to other tiles, or sprites technically, that the computer uses to deduce its own levels. This is different than just randomly creating levels. It also has to think of logic like a pit can't be further than what Mario can actually jump. Fish obviously only go in water. The little octo guys are in water or sometimes in the sky. The idea here is that the computer is creating an intelligently designed level, not just a random level that you can complete. It tries to design a good level that's interesting and dynamic and has ups and downs and fast parts and slow parts if you're moving through it as Mario. The way it does that is it also tracks where Mario is, where players spend the most time in a level. The theory is that it would kind of direct the experience you would have going through a single level. Now, the group has released a couple GIFs out there showing genuinely built levels by this algorithm. For the most part, these levels look great for Super Mario Bros. 1 standards. It's kind of a cool experiment. The idea is now to have the computer design complete levels and make them playable for humans by essentially porting them into a Mario Brothers engine, I guess. And it's not like the computer needs to watch millions of hours of footage. It definitely watched a lot of footage, but using only 17 samples, it was able to create over 150 levels. So I'm always excited about new Mario Brothers levels, I guess you could say, but this technology could conceivably be used in other games that are a little bit more dynamic. As the whole thing progresses, you can imagine this technology being used for a lot of these games that create randomly generated terrain and randomly generated worlds. Things like Risk of Rain, Binding of Isaac, Stranded Deep, No Man's Sky, Cat Lateral Damage. And this is just total fanboy wishful thinking on my part, but maybe some Super Mario Maker DLC in a year? Nintendo, are you listening? So kind of fun. We'll see where this goes. I actually want to ask you guys a different question today. I want you to tell me what your favorite Super Mario Brothers level was down in the comments below, or tweet it to me at TechnopilesPod, and we'll see if we can make some kind of Uber top 10 list of the best levels, and we'll see if these levels compare in a couple years. Anyway, let's see what else. You can find us on Facebook and iTunes by searching Technophiles, or go to our website, technophilespodcast.com, where you can check out other episodes of this show, or listen to our audio show, the Technophiles Podcast. Okay guys, have a great weekend. What, the Yoshi shirt? No, this was just in the wardrobe, seriously, before this story was written, so we thought it'd be appropriate. All right, click on stuff.